Hey, welcome back to the Last Ranger, and I'm Gary. Um, I'm going to attempt to do a knife dismantling on video of this Kershaw Static. The action's great, and there's no really reason to take apart this knife, but I noticed when I look closely it's very dirty inside there. So I'm just taking it apart mainly because it's dirty, and some of you might find it useful. And this is a cleaver, Smoky Mountain Knives exclusive version of the Static, and it's quite pricey because I paid like in the $60 range. I don't know exactly, but it's in the $60 range. And I believe the knives, like if you buy the regular version of the knife, you can buy it probably in the $30 range. So it's almost twice as expensive. Going off of looking it up a long time ago. So I may have forgotten some. This is not a Kershaw. This is the Bestech knife cleaver. So you can see the size comparison. So it's a pretty small cleaver knife, but I really like it, and I really like this Bestech knife. I think it's Bestech Hornet. But this Bestech Hornet is quite large, and it fills up the pocket a lot. But this is much easier to carry and conceal, and it's quite nice. So if you're looking for a cleaver, either pick up the regular version of the Static or the copper version. I think it also comes in copper and brass at SmokyMountainKnifeWorks.com. So I went with the copper version because I've owned brass knives before, but I've never owned a copper knife before. So I just wanted to own a copper knife. So let me get to taking this apart just for cleaning purposes. So these screws are probably a T6, which is usual. I've never probably speed up or edit out all these parts that I'm unscrewing. I probably use Loctite. I want to be careful and not strip these screws. Huh. I find my Husky, the brand Husky tools, usually works better than this cheap Chinese tools. I don't know what brand they are. They mostly work for the most part, but this Husky brand I use, it has a better bit. So in order for me to not strip the screws, I turn to this Husky brand. I don't know what Loctite version of a white, but it was very hard to break. And this is probably T8. Okay. All right. See if I can't get this knife apart. I don't know if you guys saw my cat up early up here, but he often will jump up on the table when I'm disassembling a knife, and he will sometimes spook me, and I didn't know it. He would jump up in my lap and scratch, and I've had quite a few knife disassemblies spill all over the place and into the carpet, and I've lost parts of or screws and springs and stuff thanks to him. So, but thankfully he wasn't a problem this time. So yeah, I mean, you could see, I mean, this knife is quite dirty. I mean, it's filthy, and you know, I mean, supposedly it's a new knife. It just came out, so, and I'm the only owner, so, but it's very filthy. So I don't know if I can get this liner out of, or if it's. For this video, I won't pry out this liner. It's probably just stuck in here, and I'm just gonna let it be. But you see the copper's hollowed out, and they have a steel liner in here, and it's pretty nice. Very lightweight. I mean, copper is heavy, you know. So I don't know the specs offhand, but I'm guessing it's at least 4-ounce knife. Probably. And it's a D pivot, or it's a flat shaped on one end pivot, so probably doesn't matter. So, and it has like bearings, little tiny ball bearings, and I said the action was very good. So if I don't speed it up or edit out, you can watch the cleaning now. I use a gun barrel pat or gun cleaning patches, or to wipe up all this oil and grease and what have you. Sometimes I use Q-tips and stuff, but I find I can get most stuff with this gun patches. And I'm not doing this in a Batman mask, so I won't leave out parts, and like later have to disassemble the knife again, and because I left out a part. I don't care what anybody knows what I look like. Hint, hint. Nick Shabazz. It's made in China, but it has the symbol of the in-house design. I thought, I mean, I'm kind of dumb. I thought the symbol meant it was designed in-house, and made in-house, or by the U.S. So apparently it's just means, you know, designed in-house, not particularly American, just designed in-house. This little Star Wars symbol that you see. some people like to see knives taken apart, and you basically have a good view. Maybe I'm a first. I don't know. I did not necessarily want to be the first. I have some time, and I want to explore this knife. And you can. This brass or copper is already patinaed, and I almost think it is got a slight wash over it to force patina it, so it isn't so nice, because I when I took it out of the airtight package, it was in two airtight plastic packages, and it was already looking like it was patinaed. And I explored this, and I tried to clean this patina off, and in this area, and it just barely. I didn't force it. I didn't put some salt in the mixture. I just used vinegar and water, and just lightly rubbed it. But I think it is washed. It's like the copper's got a wash over it. So, I mean, it looks good, but I may at one time try to clean this wash off, or if I can, and restore it to like a bright shiny penny, and then let it patina naturally. But that isn't. It would be a good time to do it because it's apart. But yeah, I'm not going to do it this time. It'll be an eventual project. So I use KPL, and this is like the regular stuff. I mean, I have some other oil, but this seems to work for me. And I don't Loctite my knives. I used to. I used to Loctite it, but I don't anymore. Yeah. This was the pivot was this end was the other on the presentation side. So. Yeah, so I don't Loctite it anymore because I often take it apart just for the hell of it. So I really don't. I used to use the blue stuff, but I don't anymore. All right. Okay. So there's not a steel insert on this side because it's already got a steel. But there was a steel insert on the copper side if you didn't see it. All right. Going together easy. It was a little rough taking it apart because of the screws being Loctited in there. And this is always the more difficult part of this knife assembly. Putting it back together and get the blade centered and the action just right. I should mark these like Nick does with his wife's nail polish. But if you're looking for tools, and the Husky brand is a great brand. I think the Husky brand is a Home Depot or something brand. That I think I got it at Home Depot. Like, I got it so long ago, I don't quite remember. So the action was the detent is it's very good. Initially, there's no blade play. I don't think there's no blade play. The lockup is like at least 40%. Go back and tighten this. I usually tighten the body screws after I get the pivot working, because I think the body screws affects the action too. Getting an action just right. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to retire this. It's been open one too many, and it's a cheap bit, but this is a really good bit. So if I kept attacking the originally with this bit, it would probably strip the bit, or strip the screw. So okay, hopefully I didn't. It looks straight. Hopefully I didn't over tighten it. Nope. Man, that's really good. I mean, I don't know. It's probably considered budget, but it's cost like a $60 range knife. But and this is D2. I think the budget version comes. It probably comes with the same steel that they usually use, 8CR 13 MOV or something. But this comes with D2, so there's that, D2. So, yep, there you go. And you got to see maybe the first ever copper static taken apart. I don't know. Maybe it was from of some use to you, but yeah, I really like this knife. I really like it. Okay, well, thanks for joining me, and if you like my stuff, give me a holler, give me a comment, ask me a question. I really like I really like people with comments. I like talking to people. And if you have a small part in your heart for knife reviewers that are just starting out, give me a like and a subscribe. So I'll eventually cover this knife. This is a traditional pocket knife I just picked up, and I used to be in traditional pocket knives when I was in my 20s or in my teens, in my Cub Scout years. and up until I was into my 20s, and I just fell away from it. I just fell. I would say like modern knives. So, but I saw this knife on Instagram, and he said it was sold out, but he had still some copies that maybe he was keeping for himself. I don't know, but so he sold me it, and I really like this knife. So I'll do an unboxing. Well, not unboxing. I'll just do a review a little later. So you can see it's the. I don't know if everybody's knows about these knives, but I'm not going to say it now. I'm just going to show you the box and let you figure it out. Thanks. Bye bye. Oh, see this knife? This is the CEO. This is the CEO I had to take apart to fix my other CEO that was a Blade HQ exclusive, one with one that comes with the green micarta scales. My cat I was talking about, he jumped up on the table and he sent parts flying everywhere, and I lost like the bearings, and I lost one of the washers, but I found everything else. So I called or I got in contact with CRKT, and they told me they couldn't supply me with the bearings and the washers because they don't stock the parts. And so I've tried for like 2 or 3 months, and they gave me the runaround. So I end up having I seen a sale or something where I bought the regular CRKT CEO, and I took this one apart and stripped it of parts that I needed. So I'm trying to still get parts in order to fix this knife, and I'll probably, when I get this knife fixed, I'll probably throw it in as a giveaway, because I don't really, I mean, I really like it, but I don't really need 2 CEOs. And this is aluminum wire. It's not hurting anything. I use aluminum wire to do die knife scales, so I just wrapped it to just hold all of this together. So I have all the other parts in a little baggie. So there's that. If you know of stores other than CRKT to get bearings for this and washers, let me know. Thanks. Really, bye-bye. That's your bonus topic. Thanks.